See, I really don't know why anybody had any real expectations that a 2-10 team was going to go into Foxborough, even with some of their missing offensive line, even with like a semi-solid pass rush, and even have a shot at winning. So while I knew that the New England Patriots were going to win, and I was just cautiously optimistic that I could have been wrong, I feel like I've all but accepted it. But now, like, what I'm hoping for is that for the rest of the schedule, they don't end up officially winning it until the very end, right? I would love for your Miami Dolphins, bro, to go on ahead and split with the New England Patriots this year at the end of the season.
I will take that.
If Buffalo can go on ahead and take care of them in Foxborough, if the Ravens can take care of them, and if the Miami Dolphins can pull off a miracle, man, like y'all back in the day, back in the Brady days, like y'all would typically split with the Patriots. If you could do it again, bro, I would rock a Tua jersey. I would rock a Tua jersey watching that whole episode. You have no idea, or watching that whole game. I have no idea why I said episode.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy work. Yeah, I thought last night was very interesting. I don't know if we want to just go into that game or not, but the Patriots made their final statement this year, Dan.
Yeah.
That was even though we know it was the Giants, but I mean, they find every way to win. They had special teams last night. They showed out. They had fun. They were hitting hard. They were aggressive. They were like, you could tell this is not a back down team. Vrabel's in the game. Did you notice him on the sideline, hands on his knees, like he a middle linebacker on every play?
He's such a smug bastard. I want to see him first rounded so bad, but he's a good head coach. He is a good head coach, and I have to give him credit for it, man. It just goes to show you, man. Them and the Chicago Bears to me are very similar, right? Yeah. You have two brand new head coaches on the scene. Vrabel's not brand new. It's just he's brand new with the Patriots organization. Mm-hmm. And a second-year quarterback who has elevated his game. More so Drake Maye than Caleb Williams, but Caleb Williams has elevated at least pieces of his game. It's just interesting, man. I want to see what this team looks like in the playoffs, right? Because based off of who we're anticipating makes it into that, like, those wild card rounds is going to be telling, right? Mm-hmm. Like, what would your confidence level right now? And I understand where Kansas City like currently is at 6-6. And this is a playoff game for them next week against Houston. But say the playoffs were to start tomorrow and you saw or you heard that Kansas City was going into Foxborough. Mm-hmm. How much money are you putting on the Patriots, or would you avoid that completely as far as games are concerned, or gamesmanship, if you will?
So I got two answers to that.
Yeah.
If I'm going off history, I don't bet at all.
Yeah.
But if I'm just blind of history and I'm going off of what I'm seeing right now, I'm putting the house up. That the Kansas City Chiefs going down. That they are not going to beat the Patriots. What's most impressive about the Patriots, man, when you really look at it, is the defense more than anything. Mm-hmm. So you're going into games with the defense that they have. Like, do you understand that they're literally only giving up, if I'm not mistaken, like 17 points a game or something like that? It's like they hold everybody. They play good defense. I don't know if they've had a game where they didn't play really good defense. I don't know. You know what? Maybe the Dolphins put up some points on them. And the Dolphins are the only team that put up points on 27. That might be the high. I'm looking at it now. 27 points this year on the Patriots might be the high, and that was the Dolphins. Yes.
I'm saying, man, listen, Miami. We're looking at you, baby. We're looking at you. Like, we're going to take care of business first in Baltimore and then Miami. We need you.
The problem is, Dan, that was in the first three games where Tyreek Hill was still on the field and he put up over 100 yards. So
that will do it. Do it. Yeah, like right now I'm looking at the most points scored against the Patriots, and the Dolphins do have it at 27.
It ain't many close to that. It's like a 23. Everything else is like under 20, Dan.
Yeah, it's all 23, man. It's all 23. 20s, a lot of 20s. It's coverage. It's coverage. With their secondary is just nasty. It really is. And plus, what you also need to put into consideration, those first four games where like they lost to Las Vegas. They gave up 27 against the Dolphins was also when Christian Gonzalez wasn't playing. Like, dude started off on the IR at the beginning of the season.
And
once he came back, yeah,
it was the first games of the season. Like, people don't realize Patriots lost, and haven't lost since September 21st. They haven't lost the game, and that's crazy. October, November, going into December, wins, nothing but them. So those early season woes for a new team, new coach, even that factor is understandable. Even that factor, man, they are the real deal, and they're only going to get better. I'm starting to now, because I've been a proponent of saying, man, you might look up in there in the championship round. This team could go to the Super Bowl, Dan. They could.
Yeah. No, I mean, and so it is a real possibility. Right now. Like, funny enough, I have a really vague feeling that the AFC Championship is going to be the Pats and the Bills. Or there's going to be a divisional round matchup between the two.
Can you make the playoffs first? The Bills?
We're gonna get into the playoffs, man.
All right, man.
We're gonna get into the playoffs.
Okay, that schedule, man, is interesting. We'll see.
See, but the funny thing is, right? A lot of Bills fans are mad at how the Bills offense is structured. And last night we talked about this, but how Brady runs his stuff, like that really annoying, and the underneath type stuff, like just being boring. That's a type of offense that's built for this time of the year, right? So many Bills fans are just like, oh no, like where's that high flying, like 20-yard passes downfield? Like, that's why we got waxed by the Cincinnati Bengals in the playoffs a couple of years ago, because we had an offensive coordinator that's all he did. Like, he was like Vert Dorsey, right? Now, like, once you end up getting into some of these elements, and surprisingly enough, like, that's what the Patriots offense is for the most part. Although I will give credit to Drake. He is really solid downfield. He threw a couple of piss missiles, but for the most part, it's really just him taking what the defense gives him, like some underneath stuff.
You know, here's the thing about his game, though, Dan, and this is what I try to express to people. And you know what? And we're going to shift to this game next, but it reminds me of Shedeur Sanders in this sense.
Okay.
There's a lot of underneath, but these guys are really good at the 12-yarders, the 16-yarders.
Yeah.
Outside the numbers, too. Just shaded outside the numbers. You know, those little floaters right over the linebackers, but on the outsides, you know. So, yeah, they're going to take what the defense gives them and let the yak happen, let the team help. But when they're called upon on that 3rd and 8 and they drop that 13-yard pass, that's where they're good. That's where Drake Maye is good. That's where, in my opinion, the guy like Shedeur, that's where they thrive, you know, those type of passes. So, and it's hard to find those in the league. It's really hard to find those guys. You either a dink and dunker or you're a deep ball threat, but those guys who can operate all 3 levels, but they're superior in the intermediate, those are your keepers to me.
Yeah. And plus, you know what? Like, Colby actually ended up making a pretty good point on X. And so I'm going to empathize with Patriots fans because they've been getting a lot of shit about their like easy schedule, right? And most people are saying that, where they're saying, oh, it's their easy schedule. And Colby pointed something out on Twitter, which I actually agree with, and reluctantly, of course, where he said, I find it ironic that people that are shitting on the New England Patriots easy schedule are the same people that only had us winning 6 games.
This is true.
So if you only had us winning 6 games this year, why on earth did you not predict that we were going to be here, or at least have a couple more wins at this point?
Yeah, I mean, that's spot on. They've doubled it. They've doubled that little 6.
And they did. And funny enough, listen, like, most Patriots fans forget this because a lot of you did not come back to the show until like week 5, week 6 after the Bills win. But I did have the Patriots finishing like 11-6. So I was on the mark, and I was giving them a hell of a lot more credit than a lot of people.
No. You weren't on the mark.
No. But closer to the mark. A lot of people were going like 7 wins, like 6 wins.
I said 10, but I was also saying they were going to be second in the division behind us. Remember? I said they'll surpass the Bills, they'll surpass the Jets, but we'll win the division, the Dolphins, and the Patriots will be second at 10 wins.
Yeah. So you were somewhat spot on for the most part, right?
Well, I'm highly impressed now because Drake Maye has taken a whole new level. Let me say this. Somebody said in the chat, no, that's not why, TD. Drake Maye doesn't make mistakes. Drake Maye doesn't make mistakes because Drake Maye, in my opinion, I'm starting to see superior traits in the pocket.
How much
out of trouble?
How much would you give credit to Josh McDaniels?
I think that I'm seeing superior play in the pocket. His ability to get out of trouble, but make quick pocket decisions. Like there's some rushes I saw coming at him where he darted out of there, and I'm like, how did you even process the guy? Like sometimes you got to wait till a guy comes free. Oh, he's coming. Let me go. It's like you felt it immediately. He darts out. He's moving. He's looking. He's keeping his head up. When he's moving in the pocket, he's keeping his head up the entire time. This is why he's not making mistakes, because his superior pocket play that I'm noticing, he doesn't have to feel rushed like other quarterbacks. Another thing that you got to think about Drake Maye, and I think he showed it last night, you can't tell me a player is more cool, calm, and collective than him on the field. When do you ever see the concern in this kid's face? The circumstance. Next play. And smiling too, having a good time playing the game. The Patriots got him one. And I'm telling you, here's the scary part about it. This is his second year, Dan, and the ceiling is still higher. I'm scared that he might eclipse Brady in his skill level in a couple of years. If he from a trajectory standpoint, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's going to eclipse Brady, but from a trajectory standpoint, you can't tell me Brady started hotter or had better traits right out the gate like this.
So I want to be able to give credit to Josh McDaniels too. And so I think that he did simplify that offense for him.
Well, the offense, the structure around him.
It's pretty simplified, which is good. You need that. That's why Jaden Daniels had such a good rookie season. That's why CJ Stroud had such a good rookie season. Drake didn't have that last year. Like he had the dumpster fire that Gerard Mayo had going on over there. With Josh McDaniels, he's typically good with quarterbacks. Let's just ignore his time in Las Vegas. All right. Like we're not going to talk about that. But besides that, what he's doing, simplifying everything now that their run game is getting going, it's going to be a fun team to watch. Me and TD, we actually like putting our money where our mouths are, specifically on Sleeper, folks. Sleeper is the #1 player prop platform on the market today. It's a very simple process. Just pick anywhere between 2 to 5 players. If you accurately predict their projections, more or less, you could walk away a big winner. And get this, as long as you end up signing up for it, link is in description, they are giving you $20 just for signing up, and you can put that toward your first parlay for Thursday Night Football or even for the Sunday or Monday slate. Also matching 100% of your first deposit all the way up to $100. Do not miss out on what Sleeper is bringing to the table.